We got a new show called Gambling Nights where we talk about crazy ass gambling stories that's going on right now. I can't wait to get this one going. Y'all gonna be excited about this. I'm excited. I know I'm gonna have y'all excited. Come on in. It's Money Pot. Remix. That's on
You let
loop
that
on me real quick.
you let that thing ride twice, huh?
Yeah, right. Welcome everybody back for a new episode one, Gambling Nights, where we talk about everything gambling that's going on in the world. We'll talk some culture, we'll talk what's popping in sports. It's a new type of show on a late night tip. Of course, I'm your host. They call me Moss Money, and I got my guy with me. Be humble? What's going with B Davis? Be humble? Can't be Diddy, gotta be humble, right?
Gotta be humble, baby. I don't know, man. I'm trying to figure it out, man. That was the first thing I could think about, man. Obviously, all that controversy going on out here with the man not to be named. So we're gonna switch that up and just be humble about it, and gonna move to the next thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I want to keep you guys waiting. Let's get right into the stories of the day. First story of the day: Shohei Ohtani. Him and his boy, the interpreter Epi, been with him since day one. Day one, been his boy, been the translator and interpreter. The timeline goes: he came over here when he was 18. He went to the majors. Been with them ever since. Got the deal with Los Angeles. But then supposedly, Ippy found a bookman playing a poker game, and the story goes that's where supposedly, quote unquote, Ippy got himself in trouble. And you guys, if you guys don't know, what's that movie? Who is Gambit? The chick. You remember the chick? What's her name? I forget her name. It was a really good movie, but it was about high price games in hotels. Um,
Oh,
and
I
it
know
was
what
like
you're talking
all celebrities, and you could run up a tab. Like
about. Yeah,
they
yeah,
give
yeah,
you a tab in the high limit room if you
yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
right? So supposedly this boy ran up the tab, and then he called on his boy, big homie, to bail him out. $4.5 million in debt. Now I don't know about y'all. I don't know about you, but the real question of the story is what everybody wants to know: is he the fall guy? Was it really Shohan doing these bets?
Mm.
That's the $1 million question because he just got 700 million, right? He just got he got 700 M's. So when you think about this story, let me ask the people out there. Let me ask you, B Davis. I can't call you B Humble. I just don't like it. B Davis, what would you do in this particular situation? Like, cause we got boys, you got your bros, but it ain't no way one of your boys got access to your bank account though, dog.
I mean, this is a crazy story, man. You talking about one of the best all-time players to ever grace the MLB diamond. Next to possibly what Babe Ruth, just able to do exactly the same thing that Babe Ruth did back in the '60s or '40s and the '50s, whatever that time frame was. 700 M's, and don't forget he deferred that money. Remember, he deferred that money to what?
We deferred almost damn near all of it,
Right, like he only making close to what 9 million or something like that.
15 million or something like that.
Something stupid. So he only even got all that 700 million. I mean, we know he makes a lot of money outside of baseball. Obviously, he's one of the most prolific athletes on the world, especially in the East of America. But come on, man, come on, dog. You talk about is he the fall guy? I would have to say absolutely he's the fall guy. First off, and I took some notes on this because it didn't make no sense to me. First off, like you said, how do you steal quote unquote $4.5 million?
So it was in $500,000 interviews. There was
That makes it
nine
worse.
Five.
That makes it worse, bro. So nobody noticed that $500,000 was leaving the account. How many times it had to happen for it to get to five for
Nine.
4.5? So
Nine.
nobody, no Shohan, no bank manager, no alerts, no financial guy said, "Hey, Shohan, what you buy this week? I just seen the $500,000 just leave your account. Oh, it happened again, Shohan. What's going on? Come on, man. Come on, no. That's the first red flag.
So what
Second
do
red
you
flag, how does he have access to your account like that? To take money out. You know how hard it is to take money out of your like I'm your man. I can't go on your account and say, yo, here, let me take out, because you know you make all the big money. You know what I
yeah.
mean? You know what I mean, Moss Money. You make that's why your name is Moss Money. But if I went over into your account and said, hey, let me get some of that
Oh,
money,
chill, dog. We ain't doing that.
they
Chill,
go
homie.
they gonna shut
Chill,
it
bro.
down.
You know you my guy. I love you, but
I mean, you got all the
nah, we
money,
gonna
you know
have
what I'm
to
saying?
pass
You
on that,
you you
bro.
got the money, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you gonna have to
Um,
pass on that. Well, let me
but
ask you this
how does
though:
that work?
do you think Shohan Otani actually bet on baseball? And
I was
it's
getting
the
there.
likelihood that he did it, and this is just the fall, man. This is the fall guy. You know what I mean?
I
This is
don't
the guy that you got to have around your crew. Anything pop off, anything crazy, well, bro, you're gonna have to take this bid. Like,
for
you know what I
sure.
mean? I take care of your family, I take care of all your peoples, whatever, but you're
Mhm.
gonna have to take the one for the team for this one.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's a fall guy for that. I mean, I don't know if Shohan is betting on baseball, but somebody's betting on something.
Yeah, no shit.
I mean, that's for sure. I mean, then the last thing is how do you rack up a $4.5 million debt? Like that's not easy to do, bro.
Oh,
You
well,
don't,
we
the
just getting
man only
started,
make
dog.
the man only make $100,000 for his
We just getting
salary,
started. We just getting started with the stories, bro.
right?
Like
Like
like the Jones gonna be crazy.
you don't run up a $4.5 million tab. That's very difficult to do if you don't have the money to do it. The person that has the money to do it is Shohan Ohtani.
Oh yeah,
So it's
a
tough to
drop,
run up
it's
a
a drop
four
in a
point million
bucket.
dollar tab.
4.5.
Correct, correct. And not a lot of bookies are going to say, "Hey, yeah, I'm going to let you run up a $4.5 million tab." Not that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. So it is something tricky about that. But I know one person that's possibly going to have an opportunity out of this one. Just one person. It's going to be one
Who
person
we
that's
got?
really close to our hearts
Uh-oh.
that might make out of all this bullshit. You don't know
Who,
who
Pete
that
Rose?
is? Pete motherfucking Rose.
Man.
Pete might
Mother-
make it, baby.
Motherfuckers
Pete
hate Pete Rose,
Pete
bro.
might make it
They hate Pete Rose so bad, yo. It's just crazy how much they hate Pete Rose.
because this is
I
what I'm
don't get it.
saying. If Shohan Otana is culpable into this situation, what's going to
Yeah.
happen? Like, what's going to happen? Now? What is the MLB going to say to this person that's so powerful in the game?
Oh,
Like,
they're gonna have to do something. He gonna be done. What you
is he
mean?
not going to be a Hall of Famer?
No. No.
What you mean?
No.
No.
What you mean?
What? Yeah, okay.
No.
That's the
He's
only way
finished.
Pete Rose jump in that thing.
That's why, because that so they already got their statements right, right. Let me look at the official statement that they said. And while I'm looking for the official statement, I just want to tell everybody, please, if you have any type of gambling addiction, go get yourself some help. Was it 1-800 Gamblers Anonymous? Whatever you got to do, if you have a problem with gambling, please go get some help. We do this for fun. We do this for entertainment, but some people be really losing like a lot of stuff with this gambling bit. So we just want to make sure you guys are all safe, during gambling. But because I got the timelines right here. They made an official statement before. Yo, they had this boy get in front of the team and break the story.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? They had his interpreter get in front of the team to make sure they got their story straight. Yeah, you know what I mean? I ran up old boy credit for 4.5. Like, if you're Otani, right? How can't you not punch this bull right straight in his face?
Because you're culpable. I
You know
mean,
what I mean? Like, how can you
the
not?
one story was that he came out and said that Shohan was the one that spotted him the money for his gambling issues. That was story
Well,
number
yeah, he
one.
got him. He got him out of debt.
Right. But then story number two, Shohan came out and said, "Well, no, I didn't know nothing about that. That's some bullshit." He
Yeah,
said
he knew
he was a victim of
a theft.
theft.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, that was the
Nobody.
official statement that
Nobody trying to
he
hear
had no knowledge or whereabouts of it.
that.
And like, how do you not know? Like, I guess it must be nice to have that much money in the bank that you don't know half a mil is
But
leaving.
he's not the only one managing that account. That's what I'm saying. There's multiple people managing that account and his money. He has financial advisors. Please believe that. And the first person he's going to before he makes any purchases is to his financial advisor. You tell me his
Right.
financial advisor ain't monitoring what's coming in and out of his account, and you don't see $500,000 a week coming out? Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here. Come on, show. And he has no idea. And if he does not have no idea, shame on you, Shohan.
He said, "Get the fuck out of here." Ain't no
Right.
way.
Come on. Ain't no way. Now you can make him
Ain't
the
no
fall
way.
guy and claim, "Oh, I never knew," to the cows come home, and that might get you through this situation. But I mean, hey, I'm sure MLB would love to go with that story too because they don't want their golden boy to be caught up in those
Oh,
scandals.
hell no.
So I'm sure
Hell
they
no.
right along with it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. For sure. It's gonna be interesting how that thing falls out. But it's just like you said. It just can't be possible for him not to know what the hell's going on.
Too
Like
much.
I just don't. I just can't imagine you not knowing half a million. You know what I mean? Like you got to have like at least like something set up on your phone, right? You know how you have shit set up on your phone when you do purchases and stuff like that. Like how could you not like there's got to be like a trigger. Cuz I mean, if you think about it, banks only allowed to insure only 250,000.
That's why I said, you know how hard it is for you to take that first off, take that money out. How
Right.
it's
And
hard.
that's
It's hard for
cash.
the
That ain't
owner.
yeah.
It's hard for an owner to take it. The owner of the account. If it was my money, it's difficult for me to take to wire it, not to
Right.
go into the bank, come in, sign paperwork, talk to the manager, bring me into the back X, Y, and Z to take out 500,000. If not me calling that bank at first and ahead of time to make sure that money is there to pick it up. Now we talking about wiring this money over the phone and then not be Shohan Otana doing that every week.
Right.
First off, the bank is going to shut it down. Like, hold on, this don't look right.
He said every week.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Right, that back in the day, like Ad Lover shit. Come
Right.
on, man.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm
Come
not trying to hear
on,
that.
man. Come on, son.
Mm-mm.
All right, that's
So
funny.
we'll see what happens. We shall
Yeah, we'll
see
see
what
what happens.
happens. But Pete
Yeah,
Rose, he on his way. He the only person that's looking up in this situation.
yeah, yeah, for
What you
sure.
drink? What you sipping on over there? That look like an empty bottle.
I
I ain't
know.
gonna hold you.
So no. Yeah, this is only for something special. I'm gonna put in here. I don't got nothing really crazy. I got some crazy stuff, but until they give you boys a call, we gotta turn the emblems backwards.
Makes sense.
We
I got
can't
you.
we can't show them
That's
names
true.
yet.
I'm gonna
But
crack a little. I'm gonna cover it up though. I'm gonna crack a little.
yeah, there you go. There you
You
go.
know what I mean? Just a little
Ooh,
something here.
ooh, yeah,
A little
nice.
light.
A little something like. Yeah, I was about to do the same thing. Take a little drink break, man. I do tell you this. I am on a Japanese whiskey kick. So
Yeah.
those who do the Japanese whiskey, yeah, that's a definitely a definitely good look. But we got some more
Is
stories
that
for
on?
y'all. Don't worry. Little.
Is that on ice
Oh, of
or
course.
straight up?
Always,
Okay.
no,
Okay.
always on ice, doggy. Always on ice, bro.
So I like what you
Um,
done in the background.
yeah, this a little. It's the bar, bro. You know the bar downstairs.
That's what it is. It's the bar.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's the
I'm like,
bar.
got a whole
It's
sculpture. You know what I mean? Drone in the
got
back.
a little. Got to do a little night scene, night look.
I'm trying to tell you, you got that
Some
money.
little switch it up a
You got
little
that.
bit different. You know what I mean?
Got that money.
Oh, come on now. That's a little princess right there. She came down and blessed me and hooked something up. It is a little crazy, little boob right there, right? little,
Yeah, the little. Oh, that's a boob.
yeah, that's
Okay.
a boob. Yeah, that's a little boob right there. You know what I mean?
Little
That's
boob
Lady
action.
Luck though. You know what I mean? That's
Uh-huh.
actually Lady Luck. I brought I think it's Nefertiti, is her name from Greek mythology, Lady Luck, man. So
Okay.
she bring me luck, you know.
Smart. Smart.
But
Next
not
level
these
thinking.
guys though. These guys out of luck, man. We got some more updates and more things to talk about. Let's switch it up. I know you have sent me some stuff to talk about as well. I want to talk about this because I don't know much about it. And it's crazy that you hit me with it. But Bronny James on the go, on the move from
Yeah, man.
USC. And not even that, you called him bum ass Bronny. You
Man,
know what
don't
I mean?
put me out there like that. I ain't say none
You
of this.
said bum ass
I ain't
Bronny,
coming at
not
nephew.
like Bronny James. Like, all right, brother, let's see what you do. Bum ass Bronny.
I
Well,
ain't
let me
coming at
ask you
nephew
this.
like that.
Somebody else was talking to me about this youngin too, and I haven't really seen him play. I've seen him a couple of highlights here and there, but he's a freshman though,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
Like, are we expecting too much because of who he is?
No, I think that's why he got a break. To tell you the truth, I think people are saying he's a freshman. I'm a LeBron fan through
Oh,
and
for sure.
through. People that know me know that I keep things in a real sharp lens. And when it comes down to me and watching Bronny, I just don't think he's that. I don't think he's at that level to play big time basketball yet. Now, I just think he's a little bit undersized. I think he's very athletic and explosive. But I think he's just a little bit undersized, and you saw that this year when he's on the court. He's averaged like 20 something plus minutes with USC, but 4.7 point average. Um, is he going to give you the effort? Absolutely. You got his dad's genes as far as hustle and heart and stuff like that. But as far as his size, I think he got his size like from his mama. You know what I mean? Just ain't get it. He ain't get it.
Yeah, you didn't really go like The Rock did. You know what I mean? WrestleMania coming to Philly. You gonna talk about people's mamas? Come on,
No,
man.
that's only in a positive manner. That's not a negative manner. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. Savannah's only what 5, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know how tall she is.
So LeBron is what 6'2", 6'3". Bronny,
Are you
Bronny,
serious? Did you say
Bronny,
LeBron is 6'2",
Bronny,
6'3"?
Bronny, Bronny, LeBron Jr.
Oh. Yeah, probably in there.
Yeah,
Probably in that
he's
range.
just undersized in a position that he doesn't play point guard. So he's not playing point guard. He doesn't handle the rock. So where do you put him at shooting guard? And can he knock down a three? Yeah, but he's not. He ain't like that yet. So hopefully this next move, wherever it's going to be, whether it's the G League or whether it's a transfer over to another school, maybe it might be a school where he'd be able to kind of get more opportunity, maybe a little bit lower, maybe like a Duquesne, a lower
This
division where he
motherfucker
can.
said Duquesne.
I'm
Did you
thinking
just
there's an
say
opportunity where he
Duquesne?
can get on the court. Yeah, I fuck with Duquesne. Duquesne is nice. Coach well, good coaching at Duquesne. But I think he
Wow.
needs that. I think he at that level he can
Well,
elevate.
they just made it to the dance too. I mean, they lost
They
obviously, but
did.
they made it to
They
the
did.
dance, right?
Yeah, Duquesne, and they coach well.
Yeah.
Salute to that coach too. There's a big story about that coach. Him and his daughter suffer some depression, and unfortunately, she's no longer with us. But it
Mm.
was a battle of him fighting through that, and then leading that into his team, and it just seemed
That
like
was
the
this
team
year.
kind of. This was, I want to say, a little bit ago. I don't believe it was this year. But it just was a big story about it and that transition and how the basketball team, you know,
Got
follows his
motivated.
lead. Yeah, it was a good story. So it seems like he's a big leader in that at the Duquesne organization, and that's just an opportunity. I don't know where the hell Bronny's going to go, but
Keith,
I think at
Keith,
a school at a level that way would be good.
Keith, the Brot, Dan Brot. It seems like.
Yes, yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yep. And then
Shout out, shout out to those Duquesne Dukes.
but no, I think his homie is now the head coach of Duquesne, right? That they went to school with. Mark me if I'm
Oh,
wrong.
I don't know. I don't know.
Mark me if I'm wrong. I feel like something came across the board where LeBron's old teammate, I believe the point guard, don't quote me on this. I know we're live on air, but I believe LeBron's old teammate is now the head coach. I want to say it's Duquesne, right?
I think you're right. Drew Joyce.
Drew, right? Drew, isn't that Drew? Isn't Drew one of his point guard
Yeah,
from high school?
Drew
There we
Joyce.
go. Now he
Third.
bring in baby Bron, and they gonna rock out.
They're gonna rock out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ain't gonna know what to do in
Bronny's still
Pittsburgh.
some shit though.
He ain't gonna know what to do out in Pittsburgh, bro.
Oh, he is in Pittsburgh. That's right.
hmm He ain't gonna
What you
know what to
mean?
do out
Hopefully he gonna be balling,
there.
but he got a lot
He
of
was
work to do.
USC to Duquesne. That's a crazy switch.
Yeah, but he's gonna get some time. He'll be on that court.
Yeah, he would get some time. Probably
That's
more
what he needs. He
obviously.
needs
Yeah.
that time. He needs that time to figure out
Is he a
his.
one? Can he play the point or
I
not?
think he's a tweener.
1 and 2.
1 and 2 because I just don't think he can handle the ball as well as most point guards. So I think, but
Okay.
that, once again, he's a freshman, so getting used to that level of play, playing with those guys at that level, and able to kind of work out. I think he can get better. Obviously, the sky's the limit. He has all the best. His dad's one of the best of all time. I'm sure he gets access to all types of coaches that's going to make him better, whether it's a shooting coach or whatever coach or any type of pro that can kind of give him tips to help him, move forward.
Man, let's go, Bronny James. Let's get some
Yeah,
money, man. Let's go,
I mean,
Bronny.
money he got. He ain't got to
Oh
worry
yeah,
about
sure.
money.
Well, I'm talking about money on the court, not money,
I mean,
money. You
these
know what I
young
mean?
bulls get money off the court. They like fuck the court. You know what I'm saying? They like, hey,
Yeah, we're gonna get into that too. We're gonna get into that too, real quick. All right. So another gambling story that we came across that's crazy. Your boy, man, Bruno Mars. What he out here doing? 50 million. I mean, we talk about 4.5. This month, 50. You know how many hot L's and losses you gotta be to be down 50 M's, bro?
yeah, that's pretty
50
much.
million? I was doing some research. They said a gambler in the high stakes room. He's a big card player, blackjack, always in those high stake rooms. They said they saw him lose $17 million
In one
one
setting,
night, one
one
night,
night.
one night. And there's been I didn't even know, but he's been an avid speaker about how he goes to casino to casino to casino. Now his residency is crazy. He's in the ninth year of his residency, and he gets $90 million per year about for his residency in Vegas. And after Uncle Sam come and chop him up a little nice, he probably got like 60 million. So it's like he recycles it and gives it right back. But man, you got 50 chips in, bro. I don't know
That's
how you get out of that. 50
and mommy,
million,
mommy
dog.
the modern Elvis, man. He out there looking like Elvis. He about to be sleeping there, owned by the damn casinos in a minute.
Bro, crazy. I said 50 million. And that story died real quick. It was live. It came out, and then like he's like, nah, we good. We nothing like that. And then I heard that he had $100 million residency per year, which is crazy. Ninth year in, they get this man $1 billion. But
No,
he
he giving
giving
it
it
right
right
back,
back.
right back.
Like, what's the highest room you ever been in? Like, what's the highest high limit room you ever been in where, what I mean, you saw some real money on the table?
The highest I saw was no name big time poker player. Um, at a craps table out of his there's something that he does. I seen him lose $300,000 in two rows, 150, one
Two.
fifty, and two rows and craps.
He crapped out on 2 rows.
Two rows, 150, 150, crap.
2 rows he
Shit didn't
crapped
even
out.
run. Shit didn't even run. Crapped out. Crap, 150.
What his face looked like afterwards?
He walked away like nothing happened.
Uh,
That's when that money long. That's when that money long. That's when I looked in the mirror and said, "Damn, this is crazy."
he walked away like
Back
nothing
in my
happened.
day when I'm out here just squeezing little dimes and chips together, trying to figure out how I can make this
Yeah.
stretch. I
I'm
seen this
walk.
man drop 150, 150 in two rows and walked away like, "Hey, another
I
day,
might
another
be
dollar."
crying. I might cry
Walked
if
right
I
on,
ever
walked
lost
on the
that
way.
much money.
Hey,
You
some people
couldn't.
got a
You
lot of
could.
money,
You
man,
couldn't
but
help me no way.
50
My
million is
wife
a lot,
couldn't help
bro.
me. Nobody. You couldn't help me.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? My wife like, what's wrong, baby? Lost it all.
Lost it all.
Lost it all. She
But some
couldn't do
money's so
nothing for me that
large,
night.
man. Some money so large out here is kind of crazy. You never know what anybody got. But 50 million, bro.
50
50
million,
million
dog.
is
He in the hole. 50
big to
million.
everybody.
50 million. And we talk about investments. We talk about using gambling as a side hustle and an investment. But this boy just went in the black hole of MGM. And then it's all MGM.
Yeah, that's
Like,
wild.
I mean, MGM is eating off Bruno
They
Mars right
like
now.
good investment. Soon we have you performing for free, and that's what they saying. He on his way. If this is allegedly right. This is all alleged.
I don't know. I see a lot
This
of
is
stuff
what's
like this
reported.
thing. It's gonna be facts.
So this story is from a guy I think that dropped it that I follow actually on Instagram. I looked at his page and one day he was talking about it. I think his name is Paulie C.
Yeah.
out of Vegas. He's the one that actually dropped his story, and it kind of took weight from that, from his story being told by Bruno Mars. Obviously, Paulie C is well known in the Vegas area. He knows a lot of stuff about finances and stuff like that. He gets a lot of hate from a lot of casinos because he kind of tells, quote unquote, I'm not sure. He tells the truth. It seems like his stuff is real. He looks at financials, but he was the one that dropped the story. So it's pretty interesting that this kind of took as much weight as it did. And man, 50 million, my guy.
Yeah, he
You
don't
got
got
to
no
first thing
Versace
you
on
do,
the floor.
talk
Tell
about
you that.
calling 1-800-GAMBLER. Like he needs some help. Somebody around him need to help him. That's crazy.
Yeah, he don't got no Versace on the floor no more.
First off, at one point, 17 million in a night.
That's crazy, dog. I
What do
can't
you
even
do? At
imagine.
what point? At one point, you like, oh,
Right, that's
like
what I'm thinking. Like, bro, like you, like I mean, you can only probably. That's why I asked, like, how much you think he could bet every hand? Maybe a
gotta been
mil.
he probably got to a mil at one point.
Yeah, he's got to be betting a mil or a hand. But
That
I'm
night
just
probably got
saying,
to a million a hand for him chasing, trying to catch up, and he just never could catch up.
but once you get to like 10 in a row, like I mean, all right, so we all know how gambling works. You know what I mean? You go, it's an even flow, right? It's like a graph, like I mean, you go up and down, up and down, up and down.
For
But
some people,
buddy, yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. But buddy, like he had a couple stretches. We ain't
off
nothing
the
hit the
cliff,
top,
off the cliff.
straight to the bottom of the bucket.
That's a lot of bread.
Bro, ain't no like I was looking at this story and I'm just thinking like he had to at least lose like 12, 15 in a row. At least.
Well, listen, if anybody gonna lose it, he can lose it. I guess you can say it that way because he getting 90 million the next year, coming right back.
And you know he stars, he got these groupies and stuff. Cheeks don't help.
All the cheeks in the world ain't gonna come up to that 17 million
Hey
that one
yo,
night
all the
though.
chicks in the world ain't gonna help you right here, bro. And that's why I said ain't nothing my wife gonna tell me gonna make me happy if I came back and said I lost this amount of money. You know what I mean? Like ain't no way. You know what I
And do
mean?
you
Because I
imagine he
gotta
got to
sing
go up?
my ass off the next night. You
That's
know
what I'm
what I mean?
saying. Imagine he got to go up and sing the next night, and he just lost 17 million. Whoever bought that show probably had a bad show. Cause
Bro, there's a
god
couple
damn.
songs we not doing. Right? We not doing 24 karat. We not doing Versace on the floor. What's another one out there? You know what I mean? We might be doing liquor store blues.
Mm.
Is what we're gonna be doing. You know what I mean? We're not doing Uptown Funk. We ain't doing nothing. We doing Runaway Baby, Talking to the Moon. We doing different types of songs to set the mood up because that's wow.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing he don't do. That boy don't quit. He gonna keep fighting. He gonna
He
keep
gonna keep
fighting.
losing.
And hey, at least
He,
he gonna go down. He gonna go down fighting though. Cause
he gonna
God, he
keep
ain't know when to
losing,
quit.
bro. You gotta know when to fold them. You
He
know
said,
what
"No,
I
I'm
mean?
gonna
What's
get
that?
this back.
Who did that song? Know when to fold them,
Hold him to fold him." Yeah,
man.
crazy out
All
here.
right,
But God bless him.
that's funny. 50 million though. That's the one that takes the cake though. That's the
Hmm.
biggest. That's the biggest L of the day. That's the biggest story of the L of the day, man. Make sure when y'all out there, man, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about some of these stories and how would you handle some of these stories if you were in this situation. Man, I don't know what I would do. I might just go jump in the Grand Canyon or some shit and just like yo. You know what I mean? Just sit on the edge real quick. Just look down.
But he know it's coming back. He know the money coming back.
Is it?
That's why he do it. He
Is
know that
it?
money coming back.
I
He
mean,
getting
for his
90
lifestyle though,
million.
like his lifestyle, 10 million ain't nothing.
True. But
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand his lifestyle. And I heard he was a huge sugar boy. White sugar up the nose. I heard that a long time ago. Like
oh,
he
yeah,
parties.
mm.
He's a partier. You know what I mean? He's a partier. And then we talk about white sugar, man. Let's go out to these Iowa and LSU game.
What how we go
Like
from
that
that to
transition.
as a transition there, white sugar to
That
Iowa?
yeah.
Okay. What's
You
the
know what I
mountains
mean?
up
Like that
there?
transition.
Some snow mountains out there or something?
Yeah, some snow mountains out there.
I don't think so. I
You
think
don't
Iowa a
think
little
so,
flat.
Clayton?
I think Iowa kind of flat. I don't think no mountains out there in Iowa. But I don't know. I never been to Iowa. So
Caitlin Clark finally gets her revenge on LSU, and they won, and she was an absolute monster. Now, I didn't watch the game,
Mhm.
but the rumor is that they did better numbers than the men in terms of viewership
12
and
million.
just overall buzz around that game against LSU.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you watched the game or you know
I did.
about the game. What did you see in that game? And what do you think about Ice Cube's offer to her to go play in the Big Three for 5 million versus I think it said what did they say like 90,000 in the WNBA, which is crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
she'll eat up on sponsorship, but the salary is just is just she probably making more now in NIL deals.
for sure. That's very interesting, man. Well, first off, to your first question, I watch all sports mostly, but I was tuned in to that college basketball game. Obviously, the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark revenge game from last year with the whole you can't touch me wave of the hand.
She
And
didn't
then
do nothing back to her, did she? She just
no,
took that.
this game was more you know peaceful. They didn't get into it. She was just out there cooking their asses. That's all.
She
She
got
couldn't
hurt
be
too, right?
stopped. Angel Reese did get hurt, but she played well through that injury. I think she had like 17 and what, like 10 or something like that. She
Something
did
like
her
that.
thing. She was the second best player on the court, and that's
She ain't cook. She
by
ain't
a
cook like
large
Clark
gap.
though.
No, Clark was getting that to her spots up and down that court and be able to do whatever she wanted. I thought defensively the strategy was terrible with Caitlin Clark. I don't think Moki did a great job with prepping them
Oh,
for
hold on, this motherfucker named Monkey.
Moki, the coach for
Oh, I
LSU.
thought you
Last name
said
is Moki.
Monkey. I was about to say no.
Yeah, Moki. I don't think she did a good job with their prep of what their strategy was for Caitlin. I thought you matched her up with um, a young lady that could not do anything for her. I felt she was out of place at a lot of times on that court, and Caitlin just felt real comfortable and able to do whatever she wanted to do. So, salute off to Caitlin. She's amazing. Obviously, that's why she is the leading scorer in NCAA women's history. I think she's going to be a great athlete in the future. I think she's going to help change the game for WNBA in the future. But I think, when it comes down to money, I think she needs to go get her money. I think she has the control to do whatever she wants to do. And I think at this point, she's earned to be able to do that. So if that 5 million is going to be her biggest deal for next year, or maybe she can do both, I think she can try to figure out how she can do both. Talk to the WNBA. Say, hey, you got the listen. Caitlin got the power. The money that's being sold with her name attached to it at the Indiana Fevers that they projecting that will be drafted by, they're already sold out pretty much for the year.
Mm.
I'm sure the visiting teams are going to be sold out when Caitlin comes to the. I mean, like she's a money maker. So I think she has the leverage to kind of do whatever she wants to do. If she wants to play 3-on-3 and make that 5 million real quick, go ahead and do that. I don't see what the problem with that is. I think it'd be interesting to see. What I mean? We all want to see how she would do against the guys. Hey, this opportunity for her to kind of show out more space on the floor when he's 3-on-3 versus a 5-on-5. And let's get that money, man. I'm for that.
Yeah, I like I said, I haven't really watched women's college basketball. I mean, obviously, I know who she is. So, yeah, I think it's really interesting. I think Ice Cube did the right thing there, shooting his shot to get a star name, you
Yeah.
know, in that, and that's just crazy. I thought it was just crazy the differences in price in just salary. Like, it's not even close. Like he said, I'll give you 5 million, and she only talking about like 100 grand. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, 100 grand ain't nothing these days.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know what I
well,
mean? What's 100 grand now? You know what I mean? In today's world and how people live and just the cost of living, like, and they playing professional basketball. And it's crazy too, because the thing about the WNBA, it don't have a lot of women viewership. It's all men that watch it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they don't even got viewership with women. So if I was Caitlin Clark, give me that 5, B.
And I think eventually, once the hype kind of settles a little bit in
Give me
the
that
WNBA,
5 million.
when she becomes a WNBA, I think the hype is going to settle down and get back to kind of normal. I think it's a real big. She's really electrifying with the college sports, and because she can shoot the three and shoot everywhere on the court, and she's able to kind of do whatever. I don't know if that's going to transition long term in the WNBA. Not her game. I think she's going to be a star. I think she's going to be one of the best ever. just as far as that the hype train. I think eventually it'll start settling it down once she gets to WNBA, and people will go back to okay, the next story, the next big thing, and that's why the WNBA doesn't live on and can't. You want to know why the salaries are so low. Well, the people that's complaining about it don't support it, right? And like you said, it's
Right.
the women. The women ain't supporting the women. It's
Yeah.
majority of men that's going to they're going to take a look at WNBA. It's the guys. So go get your money, man. Get it while you can, so you're not traveling back and forth overseas trying to make ends meet. You can do it right here at home. And I think for your what you were saying about Ice Cube can take that chance. He can invest into her, knowing that every stadium they go to when she's going to be there is going to sell out. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
it's a good investment for him. The
Oh,
WNBA got a
absolutely.
whole different situation. So, but how
Yeah.
about Angel Reese? She declared for the NBA today. I'm sorry, the WNBA today. What do you think
Uh,
about that?
I you know what? I didn't get the defense of her. Like I understand probably some of the scrutiny that she goes to, but she also puts herself in that position. I think a little bit. You
Absolutely.
know, I think she was in Caitlin Clark's face last year. You know what I mean? I think she was in line and told a coach to watch her mouth.
Watch your effing mouth.
Yeah, watch her effing mouth. So some of the fight back that she gets now, all the racial shit, you already know how we
Correct.
feel about
Correct.
that. That's
Correct.
unnecessary. But
Yeah.
some of the criticism and some of the some of the fan stuff, like you want to be the star, that's what a star life is like.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to take the good with the bad. So I think her teammates, coming to her defense was obviously it's your people's your teammates, but some of that stuff I think was warranted. Like you can't just do that to somebody and don't think so. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing gonna come back to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean I'm good for her. Good for her. She should be probably obviously a top 5 pick, a lottery pick. So I mean she making cash though, bro. Like she already making crazy money. So
Hmm.
it's just part of the dream, right? Going and be a professional basketball player, and hopefully, the WNBA keeps cooking, man.
Yeah. There's
I
some
think it's
there's some great stars coming out, man. I mean, we talking about this is probably one of the best fields of college women's basketball athletes coming out that are
and that's what
bringing
I'm saying though.
star
But like,
power.
like it ain't a woman driven viewship. It's like
Yeah.
it's dudes, man.
There's a
Like
there's a lot of great star power in women basketball right now between Angel Reese, Juju Watkins is a freshman coming up. You got Paige Becker coming off those 2 years of being injured. Now she's back on the scene in the Final Four. Obviously, Caitlin Clark. Then you got the South Carolina Dawn Staley girls, and then two back-to-back undefeated seasons. Now back to the Final Four. I mean, salute to Dawn Staley. But a quick thing on Angel Reese, I'm with you 100%, man. Listen,
you
when
talk
you
you talk that smack.
right, you
Get
bark like a
get
dog.
get, get ready. You want to be a dog and fight with the
Right,
big dogs?
right.
You just gotta know a big dog gonna come bite back sooner or later.
Correct,
You gonna punch somebody who punch you right back. You
correct.
gotta know
And they
that.
wanna they wanna always they always wanna compare like, "Oh, well, this girl and if it was a guy, we don't say nothing to the guys." We say stuff to the guys all the time. There's villains in the NBA also. There's people that we don't like that bark all the time. Example,
Yeah.
Draymond Greens of the world. Uh,
He's finished after this year too, by the way.
yeah, he's about done. But there are those people that take on that villain tone and that coat, and you took on that. You put that on your shoulders. You said you're gonna be quote unquote unapologetically you. And
Oh, it's all
this
good when you winning.
right, and it was all good when you went in.
It's all good when you winning. Ain't
You
nobody
was
can't tell you
you
nothing.
was ring
But
on the
now you lose.
finger. You was this,
You know what I
and
mean?
then now
Like
you
you
lose, and
lose.
you was like this. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
you lose.
man.
You start crying. You start complaining about who
What
did
she
this
went
to you, and
through.
you
Yeah.
don't know what I go through. You weren't saying that when you was cooking.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing. You know what I mean? Like, they say be humble, and I'm not a big I'm starting to I push away from that. Don't be humble. Celebrate your greatness. If you
Hmm.
feel like you're great, celebrate it. But also know what comes on the other side of that. And that's a lot of hate. Ain't nobody get to the top. Ain't nobody get great without the hate.
Hmm.
It don't happen. That's not how it works. So the fact that you got to a point where you are, and then you want to boo hoo and not excuses and tell the truth about what you really been dealing with, should have been talking that when you was on top of the mountain. Don't talk about it when you got knocked down. And
Yeah.
that's why I said like I ain't trying. You know what I mean? That could be maturity. That could still growing, still understanding, still learning, et cetera, et cetera. But that's a lesson you gotta learn and you gotta dust yourself off. You know
I'm
what I mean?
I'm
And,
I'm
and
old
come back.
school.
But yeah. But I'm gonna call that out. Like I ain't really like
Yeah.
that. Like I ain't, like that's not the only thing I saw from that from the interviews and stuff. Like now you boo hooing because you lost. Like come on, man.
Yeah, I'm an old school guy, so I'm about like you said. I know I like how you said it. Like celebrate your greatness. I think there's also a way to do it. And I'm a man about sportsmanship, so I think sometimes it gets a little that line gets blurry when you're out there on the court. I know you're confident and you're in a battle, but it's still sportsmanship that you should carry yourself with throughout the game. And then whether it's Caitlin Clark that's being unsportsman versus Angel Reese being unsportsman at times, they all get called out. But one thing that does happen is the tone between the two during the post games and the pregame interviews between both of these young ladies, right? I think that's where it kind of gets to, oh, Angel Reese is the unapologetically her girl, and then Caitlin is kind of saying all the right words, the all American, what I mean, right thing to say. I'm happy. I'm proud. I blah 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 blah. And then Angel Reese is more on, you know, I hope people look up to me. Blah blah blah. It is one of them things that is just that kind of pushes people off a little bit, and we all get that. So, like you said, I'm with you 100%. If you're gonna throw it out there, be ready to take it. And this is unfortunately where she kind of had to go through. But I'm
Right.
supporting her. Hopefully, she does well in NBA. She's WNBA. She's elected to go into the WNBA today, and congratulate her for that.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. So next story we got. Let's talk about since we out here in the NCAA, the problems that the
Mm,
NCAA has right now. And there's a couple problems, but the one problem that you just talked about, and I swore I saw a story, bro, right? Because you had said something earlier. I was like, because you had hit me up. You're like, bro, like, we need to talk about how the NCAA and these prop picks is
player
going
props.
nuts
Yeah.
with this gambling problem that's
Mhm.
going on. And the one thing that I saw, there was actually an actual story that literally just broke about the prop problem in the NCAA in the tournament and how they want to get rid of it. And it was on ESPN, but I can't find it. So that's on me. But I do have the other story that I had. The NCAA right now is pushing Congress from NCAA President Charlie Barker made in a statement. Sports betting issues are on the rise across the country, with prop bets continue to threaten the integrity of competition and leading to student athletes and professional athletes getting harassed. What exactly does that mean? Brent put it to me perfectly. B. Davis put it to me perfectly earlier today when we had talked about this. What did he say? This is a gambling problem. If I got a guy running back, two guard, three guard, and we're talking about prop picks. So we're talking about rushing yards, touchdowns, attempts, field goals, free throws, steals, blocks.
Mhm.
And some of these cats and some of these schools ain't getting NIL deals. Some of these colleges can't afford these NIL deals. So they get approached by a bookman. They get approached by a homie like, yo, my man got 100K, 200K on you not getting three steals today. And you've been averaging four and you're in the division or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to slide back off and we'll give you 10%. Young gonna be like, what? So you tell me I can still do it and get two steals, just don't get that three and with that two and a half in that hook because he got that hook.
Mhm.
So you gotta understand, and that's across all D1 sports
Yep.
in terms of what you can do and what you can gamble. And honestly, the way it's going is kind of crazy because we started Money Pot. I started Money Pot almost 6 years ago, and it started as a gambling show talking about gambling and kind of Eagles, and now it's more into what you see now. We got tonight. We got gambling stories talking about what's going on in gambling and culture. Or we got another show talking about the NFL offseason. We got another show giving you free bets, each and every week. So y'all out there, make sure y'all follow us on YouTube, any type of social media, because we drop free things all the time. And then I got another educational part teaching you about the ins and out of how to bet, what does a parlay mean, what does a round robin mean, all that stuff. But when you look at this now and what they're talking about with Congress and what they're talking about is it's like an epidemic, right? Like it's a big, big problem that is probably on the other underbelly that we don't even know. We just talk about Shohei Ohtani. We don't even know if he was betting that money or his boy was betting. Like all you gotta say, yo, bro, put 100 grand on horse two to win the states. I mean the Masters coming up right now. Yeah, go put it's 30 to 1, for Phil to take that down. Go put 100 grand on that. Right? Because he's not doing it, he's just telling somebody else to do it.
Mhm.
Bruno Mars, 50 million in the hole in the bucket. So just think about a kid coming from the hood, coming from a background we ain't seen this type of money before. He ain't seen 10 grand handed to him in cash before. And all I gotta do is just chill on my defense for this game. A no name, something that's not even important. A
Mhm.
non-conference game. Come on, man. These
Yeah, man,
kids,
this is
these kids in
this
trouble, bro.
this is scary, bro. I'll tell you, like I said, we're at the very beginning of something very nasty, and unfortunately, I mean, and
Did you
we're in the
just say
business.
nasty work? Is it nasty work out here?
It's definitely nasty work, but we're in the
Nasty
very
work?
nasty work. We're definitely in the very beginning of something really nasty when it comes down to these young kids. Now, we're in the business, right? We got gambling shows. We talk about it.
Yes, sir.
But now the more and more that it's continued to spread and be open and be inviting to everybody, you pick up your phone and I can put X amount of money on right now, looking at the Phillies
Absolutely.
game. I can press a button to say that, hey, Phillies will win tonight down 4-1 in this last inning. It's gonna be plus money odds. Let me put $500 on it. I can click yes and send it and be done with it.
Plus 2,500 though.
Yeah, plus 2,500. I mean, right, right. It's the accessibility and the advertising and the marketing of gambling that's going to be a very, very rude awakening for a lot of these young people growing up in this type of society in the future. And give it a short term. I give you no longer than 5 to 15 years, you're going to see a lot of issues, and it's going to be unfortunate. So I do hope these young people are listening to shows like ours when we discuss gambling and managing your bankroll and making sure you're not extending yourself. Obviously, it becomes an addiction to certain people to where they see the opportunity and they just got to continue to chase and chase and chase. And a lot of times that hole gets big and big and bigger. You can ask Bruno Mars how he got to a $50 million hole. Well, that's how he went chasing. When it comes down to these players now being harassed because it's not about the game no more. Before it was about, hey, we're about to go to the Saturday night game. It's Penn State versus Michigan on a whiteout at Penn State. Not only are they going to the game and getting ready and drinking and getting ready, they also got money on the game. Everybody, every kid in that thing that's probably in the dorm room got some type of action on the game that they at. I promise you that. I
Oh yeah,
promise
whether
you that.
whether it's real money betting on like props or fantasy, they in there.
They in there. Everybody's gambling. Every kid is gambling. And then now these kids not only have to come back whether they win or lose, they got to now answer to all these people that's probably on a campus talking about, damn, bro, I had your prop, I had your under 50 yards, bro. You went over, or you had over, you went under, or what happened, man? I had you on 2 touchdowns. Like what's
Hmm.
like like now this stuff gets real, and now these players don't become they become like detached from reality because it's like I'm just now a product. The NBA or the professional athletes started talking about this already. They're like, yo, we're not even human beings no more. All the people look at it is like, hey, I need you for fantasy football. Hey, what you gonna do? Or hey, I need you for this. I need you for that. Players are now getting frustrated. And that's at professional level making a lot of money. These
Yeah.
young guys, man, are going through it and they ain't barely making shit. So if somebody came knocking on my door and saying, hey,
Oh, what B Davis doing?
right, hey, I see your line is at, like you said, 3.5 steals. I got 20 racks for you. if you go under 3.5. You think I'm getting that 3.5? I don't know. I'm not saying I would. I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Oh, you
I'm
don't know.
asking you. I'm asking you. Do you think
You don't know.
that fourth steal, I might trip and fall.
Oh
I
shit.
might roll my ankle real quick because that money speaks, man. That money speaks. And then you got. I'll give you one more last thing. I don't want to talk too long about it. But then you have such a gap now when everybody's making all this money. NIL deals making money. You got Shador Sanders. Shout out to Shador Sanders. Going to have hopefully he has a good year transitioning to the Big 12. Him and his dad, Deion Sanders, and Colorado Buffs. Wish them a bunch of success. I hope they're focused on football and getting ready for him for his next level in career. This man just bought a Tesla Cybertruck, $100,000 Tesla Cybertruck. He's gonna be riding on campus, and then you got your offensive lineman that's down here,
Right.
or that third string running back that's down here, or that fourth string run, you know what I mean? Or even the starting running back. That's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like that's there. It's in front of them. So
That's who it is. I found the story. There it was. I knew I would find it.
mhm,
Louisiana has now banned college player prop betting in the state of Louisiana.
good for them.
There it is. It is the intention of the Louisiana Gaming Control Board to protect the integrity of sports betting as well as the safety and integrity of college athletes.
Which is
We
most
feel that
important.
this order accomplishes that goal. So, uh, while Louisiana's will be able to bet on player props for the remaining of the NCAA tournament, August 1st at 8 a.m. marks the end of that mark as notable dates fall between the Tigers football season, yada 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 yada. But yeah, the player props being banned only apply to individual games. Awards like Heisman Trophy will continue to be offered as well as season-long stack markets. That's
Good for
where it
them.
was.
That's the first domino.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah, that's the first domino. Hopefully that runs.
Yeah.
Like you said, it goes down to pretty much for the safety of these players, because the money's only going to get heavier. What was it
Oh yeah.
this year? What was it this year? How much money did the was it Pennsylvania? You said what was that number?
Oh, you're talking about gambling in general?
Sport gambling this year for
Yeah,
2023.
man. And this
They
is
made,
not yearly. This is by month. It's in the billions.
but
I
what
know
was it? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
New York is first, Jersey second. I think Nevada's third. I think PA used to be fourth, but I think now they might be fifth now. I haven't looked at the number in a while, but I think in PA alone, it was like 800,000 per month. Like it's ridiculous. And the thing I say to cats when we talk about that is just like there ain't no way that y'all all winning, right? Yeah, there's a lot of losers out there losing, and y'all get that little bit of win, and like, oh, I'm back. You know what I mean? Like Bruno. Bruno been down 50 million, but Bruno been up probably almost 20, right? Maybe 10, maybe 5, maybe 1,
Maybe not.
maybe not,
Maybe not.
right? Maybe not at all, right? So, um, yeah, man, it's a dirty game, but like you said before, you listen. There's a lot of content out there about gambling. There's a lot of people giving out betting, but I think the one thing that we do and we do it well is that we just keep it a hundred and we talk about our experiences and how we do in the game, and we show those receipts. That's the thing about us, whether it be losses or wins, we show them receipts because everybody can talk about them wins, but they can't talk about them losses. So I think I think we do a excellent job of being honest and showing people how you can do it as a side hustle. Keep your head above water, understanding that you're going to take a loss. Because remember, I ain't gonna lie to you, the best professional gambler has a losing record. Now he might be up on money, but that is a losing. He's got a losing record when you look at the numbers. He just had a couple good hits, and he stayed. He's to keep his head above water. So I can't be mad at that. But we'll stick with the NCAA. There's another thing going on that we wanted to touch on too as well. Was these motherfucking transfers left and right? People people transferring left and right year after year. Oh, this ain't working for me. Just like Brian, this ain't working for me.
Yep.
I'm gonna go that way.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna go this way, and it's all about the money at the end of the day. What Dion said in his rap back in the day, it's all about the money.
Money, money.
You know what I mean? So
Must be the money.
must be the money. That's what it is. Must be the money.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was sitting there
Yep.
tripping. I don't even know what that Dion dance was. But it's facts though. It must be about the money. Because these cats moving left and right, up, down, left, right, A B, select, start, however you want to call it. Um, and it's going to be crazy because, like you said, there's a there's a change and shift in these player props. Now you got these transferring happening for these cats to get as much money now instead of having to wait 4 years. Like you said, the homie gonna be driving around in a Cybertruck where only really I've seen pretty much celebrities are the only ones who have it
Well,
at
just a
this
note,
point.
like he said, he's the first Cybertruck in the state of Colorado.
Right.
Shador
That
Sanders.
wasn't by chance either. You know what I mean? That was by design for sure. So when you look at these transfers and how these cats are doing it, it's just going and it's going to kill brotherhood too, right? Like football, especially
100%.
football and just sports and all. It's about the brotherhood. It's
It's
about
about the
being,
team.
your team and the teammate right next to you. You got cats that you might not even bang with at all during your years of you played in collegiate sports, but you see them on the street, you're always gonna show love because that was a person that was on your team and that went to war with you. Now it might not be like me and B Davis who was out there on the All Star games lined up right next to each other, getting
For
that
sure.
putting that work in, but you still show love to your teammates and your folks that ride with you and bled on the field with you, on the court with you, or however you want, on the golf green or whatever you want to call it. So the thought is with this one, you think these transfers gonna keep running like they are, especially if they ban the gambling spot in terms of the prop bets, or you think it might subdue once? Because I think Congress is going to pass that where they ban prop bets on college
Mhm.
athletes. I do that think that's going to come. So what do you think this is going to fall? With the transfers that's happening all crazy.
Yeah, I don't think transfer portal has nothing to do with gambling.
No.
Zero. No, nothing. Nothing to do with player props. Transferring got nothing to do with player props or gambling.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Transfer portal and NIL deals are starting to go hand in hand. And I don't think
Mm,
people realize is that what it's going to hurt is going to hurt the younger people. Going to hurt
sure.
the kids that aren't the 5-star, but the 3-star athlete that's possibly that have potential to go up and kind of handle their business. It's going to kill those opportunities for those kids to get their opportunity at a big time university to get on a team because what's happening with all these transfer portals, I mean all these transfers going and entering the portal, it just takes those scholarships off the opportunity for that 3-star guy coming out. And eventually it's going to hurt it's going to hurt the what is the filtration system, the system that of athletes coming in, right? Because everybody's
Right.
going to be moving around. I'm not a fan of the transfer portal. Now, the transfer has always been there in college football. You can always transfer, but there were rules on how you can transfer. If you played at Division 1A level, you only can transfer down to play right away. If you transferred laterally, you have to wait a year to come back and play. Now it's open season. Everybody can jump in the portal, in and out the portal for X, Y, and Z reason. And like you say, now 9 out of 10 is about them chasing money. Matter of fact, you had a story in Alabama where a kid transferred from Alabama to go to an old lineman, transferred out of Alabama to go to another school, collected his money. I think it was like $100,000, and then stayed there for a few months, I think, and then transfer him back to Alabama. How crazy is that?
That's
I gotta
crazy.
look that story up, but it's real crazy. Like I said, it's gonna be about the money. So what are we teaching our kids? That's the thing. Like we're I was listening to the coach from the University of Connecticut, and he's saying that we're not building. um, that foundation in our children anymore. We're just looking for that perfect product and ready to put it out there. We're not building these players up. And he says he needs more players that he can continue to coach and build up. And people want to compare the transfer portal and say, well, hey, the coaches do it, right? The coaches leave and they, when they get another opportunity, he said, but the difference with that is that these are professional jobs that these guys have worked to get. At the same time, there's rules to where they can go when they got to drop money or possibly lose money, X, Y, and Z, to get a buyout deal to go to another team. To even they got to sacrifice to go to another team to possibly continue to increase their career. So it's a nasty business. I
Nasty
think
work.
nasty work. I think they need more policing in it, right? Between the NIL deal and the transfer portal, I think that just needs a little bit more structure. Right now, it's like the OK Corral, and everybody's doing whatever, and it's becoming a mess. But these kids ain't saying for nothing. Like you said, any type of hardship, any type of issues. Like I said, what about the camaraderie with the teammates? What about like just working and waiting your turn and getting to your spot and getting better and moving forward? Now they're like, nah, I ain't got time for that. I'm out.
We want this money. What we talking about, man? I come
Yeah,
from the slums. You know what I mean? I come from the gutter. I come from the dirt, man. What you talking
yeah,
about? I see
yeah,
cats out here shining. I'm trying to shine too. I can ball.
yeah.
You not paying that? You not paying that right now? My mom worked 2 jobs, three jobs.
That's what they
She got
saying.
the, you know what I mean? Like I don't got no dad. My dad left us. It's just me. Everybody riding on me. That's what they saying.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? There's some stories out there that we need this now. It's just a bigger spotlight on it, right? Because they organized it. But I mean, NIL deals, all that stuff, that's been happening for probably forever, bro. You don't think some of these cats ain't get paid in college? Like, come on,
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the kids that could do it, right? I
man.
agree. I think people are getting paid, but not to this extent where now you got these third string running backs transferring to or trying to transfer to a team and asking them, "Well, how much you can pay me?" Like, well, bro, come on, man,
Yeah,
get out of here, get out
yeah.
of here,
Get out of here.
get out of here.
They need this cash, dog.
Yeah,
They need this cash.
but like you said, transfer portal is a mess,
Yeah.
and people stuck. And this kid stuck in the transfer portal. Let's not like the kids jumping in the transfer portal ain't go nowhere sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they still in that damn transfer portal. Like they stuck in that portal.
Facts.
So
Facts.
just because
Facts.
don't think you can jump ship and think grass is gonna be greener on the other side all the time. That's not the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I completely agree. I completely agree. So as we come to a close, there is one thing I did want to talk about. I think you mentioned it too. And I'm about somebody mama out here. Um, WrestleMania coming back to Philly,
Mm.
and we getting the homie on or no?
No, 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 no.
No, no. Okay,
Not
all right,
today.
not today. All right, maybe another day. But it's a whole event, bro. They shutting down the convention center. I
Yeah.
heard they got the flags up. I was actually at WrestleMania last time they were here. Now it's funny because I'm taking the little youngin with me this weekend. But I don't know if he gonna make it, bro.
Long day.
Bro, first of all, you've been down with me at the game, so you
Yeah.
already know what it's like down there,
Yeah.
right? Getting there, getting out is crazy. But not even that. Like the game, what 2 hour, 2.5 hours, maybe three at
3 hours. Yeah.
most.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
WrestleMania, that don't start at 7. And we going on night 2. So it's the big match at the end that might go over. So
Damn, you
that
going on?
means the
You going on
people.
both nights?
No, just one night. I thought I brought tickets
Oh,
for
okay.
both nights. I thought I brought tickets
Oh,
for
I'm about to
both
say
nights.
shit.
But I'm going for just but the tickets I brought I put a little bit more money on them because I thought I was getting both tickets, but it's really just one night. So we got some pretty decent seats. And I'm just thinking, bro, like, yo, first of all, I thought about selling them things. I ain't gonna hold you. Once The Rock came in the picture,
Mm,
but then I was like, I can't do that to my youngin. He gonna remember this forever.
hmm. Just like
But
you do.
if it starts at 7 and we gotta get there like 5:36,
Hmm.
and then we go for say we get there at 6, that thing not shutting down till like 11:30, 12.
Mhm.
And
Long
then we
night,
got to
baby.
get out of there.
You better put that boy to sleep early. Friday, whatever night you not going. You gotta go to
Yeah,
bed
we got to
early.
get out of there. So that means we not coming in the crib until like 1:30.
Yep.
You think Young ain't gonna go to school tomorrow? We're gonna have to put that. We're gonna put that 6 card in. We're gonna have to put that
Definitely
six
get it.
card in.
Definitely get him in. So you got the Sunday show?
I got the Sunday show.
Oh my goodness. He definitely ain't going to school on Monday.
He ain't going to school on Monday.
No.
Ain't
That's
no
love
ain't
though.
no way.
That's love, man. Like you said, it's something he gonna remember. You know what I
Yeah, he gonna
mean? For the
remember it.
rest of his life. You know what I mean? Him chilling with his
Yeah,
dad at the WrestleMania. That's something I never even been to. I was
yeah.
trying to like, you know what I mean, fandangle myself in with my homie who's a big time wrestling fan that we wanted to get on the show. They call him the Black Ric Flair. He's a big time wrestling fan. Good dude. So next time maybe we can get the post game next Wednesday, see how he did and what kind of craziness was going on down there. I think you're in for a treat, man. You got The Rock coming to town.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna be
huge,
crazy.
man. You want to talk
Yeah.
about a
That's
memory
what
for
I thought about.
lifetime?
As soon as he got announced that he was doing it, I'm
Yeah,
like, oh, bro, I might have to
this is
sell these
history,
things.
and
Yeah.
this is probably his probably last.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because now I think he has a stake in WW in the
Yeah, he's on the board. Ain't
yeah.
it
So this
crazy
is
though, bro? I think he's got to be. I think maybe like late 40, probably got to be like early 50s,
mhm,
and he just owning the rights to his name.
name crazy.
Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah,
Like, he's just owning the name, The Rock. That
mhm,
they gave him the gimmick, but he took it and ran with it and made it something. And you know what
yeah,
I mean? And just to get that ownership, that's insane to me. Like, that's
yeah.
crazy. Like, you just
Greed and
like
money.
all your sayings, all your catchphrases, you just owning them now.
Yep, yep, yep. Man, I'm
That's
jealous, man. Let me know. You know what I mean? If it's too late for
yeah.
young boy, if it's too late for young boy, let me know.
Yeah, you want it joint ain't like the Eagles. You don't have to come out of pocket for that, dog.
Yeah, that's what he keep.
Yeah,
That's what all of he's like. Yeah, I'm gonna need like 800. I'm like, bro, I
yeah, you're
ain't
gonna have to
paying no
come out of
800,
pocket
dog.
for that
I'm
one,
not paying
bro.
no
Yeah, no,
800.
he
You
not.
gotta.
Unless I mean it's this weekend, so we should be good. And then all the rain coming out this week too, so
That's good.
um yeah, we should be. It should be a good day. It's gonna be fun, but I just I just hope we can make it because it's gonna be a it's gonna be a long night. Gonna be
Tell him you
I
ain't
mean,
carrying him out of there. Tell him you ain't carrying him out of there. So he better get his rest
nah,
every
he
night.
gonna have to get on his own too.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
for
I mean?
sure.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
I
get on his
mean,
own.
he ain't baby no more. That's a big boy. He ain't a baby no more.
Yeah,
Too
facts,
much to
facts,
carry in that crowd.
facts, real facts. So everybody, I want to thank you for joining us for our first show of Gambling Nights. And if you want to know what Gambling Nights is, it's a take on my favorite movie of all time, Harlem Nights, where there's never been a collection of black excellence ever in a movie. And when I think of this show, there's never been a collection of black excellence talking about gambling content, gambling stories, and sharing a little bit different of the culture in terms of in gambling as we continue to go through this. So if you like this show, you guys like the conversation, having a couple drinks here, make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that like button, hit that follow button. I see we got up to almost 50 folks out there on all social media platforms watching us for the late night talk. So I appreciate y'all. Let's keep it moving. We will be back for episode 2 next Wednesday at 9:30. I'm Moss Money. That's B Davis, aka Be Humble. No more Diddy, no Diddy. This is Gambling Nights, episode 1 in the books. We will see y'all next week. Have a good night. And make sure y'all check out the other shows. Other shows are coming. Monday will be the educational drop on the best apps to use for sports betting. And then we run it back Tuesday nights for new Tuesdays nights live with Ernie B and C Sharp on NFL offseason. So good night. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for listening. We will see y'all later.